We'll try and again play some of those clips about what exactly did Raj Thackeray say, but very defined and very clear that action needs to be taken. So he's not backing down on the demand against the loudspeakers to be pulled down. Remember, he was yesterday, there was security tightened at his residence. Remember, just about a few weeks ago in the month of April, his workers had brought a vehicle attached to and a loudspeaker attached to it to play the Hanuman Chalisa right outside the Shiv Sena headquarters. That is when the vehicle was confiscated. It was then followed by the Aurangabad Show of Strength rally on the 1st of May, where he went all out and literally gave a challenge in front of thousands of people that he is going to ensure that if this ultimatum is not over, there will be much more that the government will have to take care of. Remember, Uddhav Thackeray also is stating that all of this in reference to not just him but the Ranas as well, that if this dadagiri continues, we know how to deal with it. But law and order and communal harmony cannot really be disturbed in Maharashtra. Let's go across quickly now to Mustafa Sheikh. Mustafa, if you can help us with some of the highlights of what did Raj Thackeray say, because he spoke a lot in Marathi language as well. So do help break it down. Did he reveal the next strategy? Did he reveal his next step or what he's planning to do, or again demanding from the government today?
Well, most importantly, Raj Thackeray said that the way loudspeakers Hanuman Chalisa were playing when Azan was playing on loudspeaker, that will continue. It was not a one-day event. It will continue to happen. Second important thing he said is that out of the total mosques in Mumbai, what he has been told that 135 mosques played early morning Azan, which is not permitted by the Supreme Court. So Raj Thackeray has asked what action will be taken against these 135 mosques, because all of his workers are being arrested by Mumbai police and put in detention. What action will be taken against the mosques who have violated these norms? Raj Thackeray also said that Mumbai police cannot give a blanket permission to the mosque to play Azan on loudspeakers. He has said that Joint Commissioner of Police Law and Order in Mumbai, Vishwas Nagare Patil, informed him that most of the mosques have this permission which are required by the local position to have Azan on the loudspeakers. What Raj Thackeray has said that it can be a 1 or 2 day thing. You cannot give a blanket permission of 365 days for mosques to play Azans 3 to 4 times a day. That's what he has said, that this permission cannot be given. He has also cited the Supreme Court guidelines on noise. He has said that what is permissible limit is about 30 to 35 to 45 degrees decibel, which is permitted as per the noise. If you play something on a loudspeakers, the noise permitted by Supreme Court is of a pressure cooker inside a kitchen, but what plays on the loudspeaker is much more. So that comparison he has made of Azan happening on loudspeaker and how that cannot be under a permissible limit of the Supreme Court, because the permissible limit is of a noise which has been made by a pressure cooker in a kitchen.
As we heard Raj Thackeray speak today, can we say that his tone was not as aggressive as it was, let's say, in the Aurangabad rally? He was choosing his words very carefully. He said he's still on what his demands were, but not exactly that we are going to take to the streets and we'll ensure that we'll pull down the loudspeakers. So he's also ensuring he does not come across as someone who's ready to break law and order.
Well, one thing which is different from Aurangabad rally is now Raj Thackeray is talking about rules. He is now saying that Supreme Court guidelines do exist, but Supreme Court guidelines allow a permissible limit, and which is a very less amount of noise, and that cannot be on a loudspeaker. So that's not practical. So now he's come to these logical points. He has also said that even if police is giving permission, that he will not accept that permission, because you cannot give a permission for 365 days. He is referring to festivals like Ganpati and Diwali or other festivals where for a limited period of days there is a use of loudspeakers and aarti and things like that. So what he's saying is that there cannot be a permission for 365 days and 3 times to 4 times every day. So this is something which he's saying, and now he's saying that this entire protest of them, basically for the last few days, even in Aurangabad rally, what Raj Thackeray had said that they will, MNS workers will be playing Hanuman Chalisa on loudspeaker in front of the mosque. They never said that they will go and bring down the loudspeaker. That's not in the recent past what he has said. So whatever he has said in the Aurangabad rally, he has maintained to it. But yes, there are few logical things, rules, which he is now speaking about, which are the Supreme Court guidelines, which are the number of mosques played azan early morning, which is against the Supreme Court guideline, what action will be taken against them. So these are things which he is referring to now.
So, Mustafa, quickly also, has the government made any reaction? Because this is a target directly against Uddhav Thackeray, who's also a family member, who's the chief minister of the state, who's heading an alliance government in the state of Maharashtra. Has any other government minister or MLA from the government have reacted on this issue yet, since the time the ultimatum has been over?
Well, as of now, on record, on camera, there is no government official or minister who has reacted to this entire controversy. Off camera, Home Minister is saying that there are certain number of mosques which have given azan early morning. Will take necessary action against them. There are 500 workers of MNS who have been arrested in the state. So these are inputs which are coming, but as of now, no official reaction has come in from the Maha Vikas Aghadi government. Back to you.
All right, Mustafa is tracking all the latest on this. Mustafa, I request you to stay on with me. What you're looking at on your screens is what exactly Mumbai specifically is about today. On one side is a defiant Raj Thackeray asking for the loudspeakers from the mosques to be pulled down, or at least the noise levels to primarily be brought down. And in the center, you see, of course, how it has panned out in the past few days. It has become a Hanuman Chalisa that will be played and recited on the loudspeaker. If the azan is going to also be loud and louder than the decibel level, as was mentioned by the Supreme Court. Remember, this has flags have been put forth. We'll try and get that visual also on our screens. And of course, on target is Uddhav Thackeray there, the Chief Minister of the state, and of course, the son of Balasaheb Thackeray. But importantly, with this, the Thackeray versus Thackeray battle is also out. If you can still hear me as we have this visual on our screens about the two Thackeray brothers, do you think this is also about primarily Raj Thackeray trying to revive himself as the big Hindutva leader and try to pull down the Shiv Sena? Because Shiv Sena till now was the party that would bank on this politics. And if Raj Thackeray comes forth, one, do you see this as a revival, as a comeback of the MNS chief? And second, Mustafa, can he actually pull this off as a political strategy? First, before I come across to you, listen in about what Raj Thackeray said just about a few minutes ago.
आप हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं को पकड़ रहे हैं और इनके ऊपर कौन सी कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं? सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो बताया है कि 45 से 55 तक डेसिबल होना चाहिए लाउड स्पीकर का, अगर इसके आगे जाएंगे तो उनके ऊपर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है। मैं देख रहा हूँ कि कार्रवाई हो रही है या नहीं हो रही है, होगी या नहीं होगी, या सिर्फ हमारे ऊपर होगी। महाराष्ट्र में आज का मुझे जो समझ आया है, जो सुबह मुझे बताया गया, उसके हिसाब से कुछ 1400 या 1500 कुछ मस्जिदें हैं और उसके ऊपर से 135 मस्जिदों के ऊपर
To say on this, on what Raj Thackeray has said today, I'm now joined on this live telecast with Arvind Sawant. He's from the Shiv Sena. Arvind Sawant, what do you think is going to now be the reaction of the government? Because Raj Thackeray says, I'm still defiant, I want this action to be taken. Has Shiv Sena come forth with any strategy, sir, to really counter to what Raj Thackeray is demanding?
Actually, see, what Raj Thackeray is demanding has no value. The issue is that what he is demanding is lawful or unlawful. Now, when he says that the Supreme Court has given a decision on this, the Supreme Court decision is not for Maharashtra, it is for the entire country. Why they are creating a nuisance in Maharashtra? Why they want to create a threat to the law and order situation in Maharashtra? It is just for the goal, their goal is different. The sponsors are BJP, and he is being used as a tool. What is it? Is it the issue of the country? The issue of the country is unemployment. The issue of the country is a farmer's issue. The issue of the country is inflation. The issue of the country is the price rise of everything. Those things he is not at all touching. What happens to Hanuman Chalisa? Can you recite Hanuman Chalisa in front of somebody's boss or something? Is it not an insult to our own God?
Sir, what Raj Thackeray said today was that at least the government should ensure that loudspeaker volume should be brought down as is being prescribed by the Supreme Court. At least utna to kariye is what Raj Thackeray is still demanding, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Then Supreme Court did not say only for Maharashtra.
Yes.
Why you are diverting it? Why not in Gujarat? Why not in Madhya Pradesh? UP cannot be an idol of the icon or idol of the country.
But sir, this
Hathras
issue,
is an icon.
is being raised in other states
All
as
these incidents
well.
happen, untoward incidents happen in UP. Can you copy UP? Who says that? And whether they have removed it, give a correct news.
No, sir, the
decibel
news
voice,
is
the
correct.
sound,
What
the
I'm
volume of
asking
the
is, sir,
sound,
yes.
volume of the. See, what I am saying is the first unit. One, it is not at all lawful one. Secondly, law and order is to be maintained.
Yes.
Issues are different in front of the country right now.
Yes.
They are more genuine than what he is raising right now. Yeah, Supreme Court's verdicts are not only for a Maharashtra state.
Sir,
Therefore, I
yes.
appeal that he should either go to the Prime Minister, as they have done, as they have created a law against the cow slaughters. Let them create a law for this and impose it for the whole country. Who said no for that? But why only Maharashtra? The target is
Why do you think Arvind Sawant, Raj Thackeray is constantly raising this loudspeaker issue? Is this his revival back into the Hindutva politics? Is his attempt
He
here?
is trying to survive. It is not revival, it is survival. For his survival, he is doing it, all these things is the thing. I don't understand. These are the prime issues of the country. And channels like you are being used as a tool.
No,
spread
no,
the
sir.
news.
I will
What
beg
you
to
want?
differ there, Mr.
You
Arvind Sawant. Absolutely not, sir.
Unrest in the country.
Absolutely
You
not,
want
sir.
unrest in the
This is an
country. You
issue that
want
has been
division
raised
of
by
the
a
country.
Neta. That
What
the
is this
issue
going
has
on?
been raised by a Neta, and we are putting out your view also. If you're telling us that it's how unlawful is his behavior, we're putting that out, sir. Arvind Sawant, but thank you so much, Shiv Sena's Member of Parliament, stating this is basically just survival for Raj Thackeray. He's trying to distract from other issues, and that Shiv Sena has nothing to give in for. And that if he wants a law, go to the government and at the centre and ask that from the Prime Minister. I'm also joined from AIMIM, Waris Pathan, joining me right now. Mr. Waris Pathan, because Asaduddin Owaisi had said that for saying what he's saying, for his behaviour, he needs to be jailed, he needs to be thrown into prison. Is that the AIMIM's official stand even now?
Well, let me tell you, the country will run on the constitution and everybody has to follow the rule of law, and the country won't run on ultimatums. So the state government is there, state police machinery is there to take care of such kind of people who give such kind of threats. And what you are talking about social justice, what you are talking about the people's thing from the stage that I am worried, this is not a religion matter, this is a social matter. Today the country is facing the problem of petrol, diesel, gas price rise. Why don't you speak about that? So many youths are without job. Why don't you talk about that? But you want to see that your political career is lightened up. That is why you are being used. You are being used by the BJP. And see what is seeing in the entire country is the entire BJP clan is against the Muslim community. They have waged a war against the community. First they started with hijab row, then they came on the halal meat issue, then now this loudspeaker issue. But I am sure the police machinery will take care of it. But the sections which are applied on such kind of speech, madam, if you read this section, it's laughable.
Why are you saying, Waris Pathan, that this is BJP backing? BJP officially hasn't said anything on this issue of Raj Thackeray. Why are you saying that this is behind the support?
Well, you, me and everybody in the country knows who are the people who are behind him. And who are the people who want to clear this kind of communal flare-up in the country. And it is not the only state. There are 6 to 7 states in India which are facing this communal flare-up in the past few months, what we have seen. And it is against one particular community, the Muslims. So nobody can say that this is not the BJP's action.
But Waris Pathan, yes, here's an added question, because the issue is about the loudspeakers on the mosque. Don't you think that within the community, there can be a certain consensus to keep the volume down so that communal harmony also prevails, so that, some other group doesn't have a Hanuman Chalisa being chanted on a loudspeaker of a temple? Even some Muslims groups can come forth and say, okay, we'll keep the volume down, we'll remove the loudspeaker where it's not required. Why can't that also be done at a very social community level?
So we all want to see that the communal flare-up don't take place. We all want to see that peace and tranquility takes place in our country. But there are certain elements who does not like that. They want to see that, no, somehow or the other, we should pressurize one particular community. We should go against the community. You give bad word and you give name. The thing is that you blame the Muslim community. You are gaining a political level. You are getting name. That is why this is just going on all over the country, madam. What we see in Jodhpur was also condemnable prior to one night before the Eid. What happened there? So everywhere it is going on. But I am sure that the police machinery will take action, and the state government is that this is a fight within the Thackeray and the versus the Thackeray. This is a fight for the one-upmanship against each another. This is a fight against they want to prove who is the bigger Hindu, who follows the Hindu ideology better. The BJP wants to prove that they are following the ideology. The Shiv Sena wants to prove that they are better Hindus. The MNS wants to say he's better Hindu. And the secular party as well, the Congress, they also want to say that they are more follower of the Hindutva ideology than these people. So this is a fight between them, but everybody will have to follow the rule of law.
Yes.
And the Constitution is supreme. You cannot go beyond what is there in the Constitution.
Okay, Waris Pathan, AIMIM Neta, stating that this is clearly between the Netas and specifically from the Thackeray family. And thank you so much, Waris Pathan, for joining us on this telecast. And he's stating that this is deliberate. It appears to be a communal flare-up, but we hope that the police will ensure that law and order prevails. Remember, it's a very important day today because today is when Raj Thackeray had said that our ultimatum gets over. Now, he's not stating and not making it clear what his next strategy will be, but do listen in to what Raj Thackeray said just about a few minutes ago, and this again targeting the Uddhav Thackeray government over the loudspeakers on the mosques.
महाराष्ट्र में आज का मुझे जो समझ आया है, जो सुबह मुझे बताया गया, उसके हिसाब से कुछ 1400 या 1500 कुछ मस्जिदें हैं और उसके ऊपर से 135 मस्जिदों के ऊपर सुबह 5 बजे के पहले जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो बताया वो नियम तोड़कर 135 मस्जिदों के ऊपर सुबह अजान लगाई गई लाउड स्पीकर के ऊपर। मैं पूछ रहा हूं महाराष्ट्र की पुलिस को, इन 135 मस्जिदों के ऊपर आप कौन सी कार्रवाई करने वाले हैं? हम सिर्फ चाहते हैं कि जैसे मस्जिदों के ऊपर है, अगर इलीगली अगर मंदिरों के ऊपर भी होगा वो भी निकालो आप। ये विषय सामाजिक है, ये धार्मिक विषय नहीं है, ये पहले समझ लो आप।
So Raj Thackeray, is this revival? Is this survival of his politics? And importantly, is he going to become a challenger to the Shiv Sena and to the Mahavikas Aghadi government? Because eventually it will boil down to what does this mean for Raj Thackeray and for Maharashtra politics. Remember, this is not just about raising the loudspeaker issue. That's been going on in other states as well. From Uttar Pradesh to Madhya Pradesh to Rajasthan, there are different states that are reporting, including Karnataka, about the loudspeakers on the mosques and the decibel level that is being crossed. While other states are dealing it with differently, where Uttar Pradesh has taken action, in Karnataka it has become a massive political showdown. Rajasthan has said, we will not let this disturb our communal harmony. In Rajasthan, we are fine as it is. In Mumbai, Raj Thackeray, in opposition, has definitely raised this issue. And while the other netas are saying this is backed by the BJP, this is his survival, this is his revival, interestingly, at this point, it is about Raj Thackeray's political strategy. Will this be just about a few days of political drama, or will this lead to some action? And importantly, will he get support for his demand to remove the loudspeakers or at least pull down the decibel level? Because today, in a certain change of tone, Raj Thackeray said, the Supreme Court has prescribed a decibel level limit. How can these loudspeakers be allowed to cross that? Why can't the government at least take action on that? You're looking at different visuals on your screen. One, Raj Thackeray's press conference just about a few minutes ago. MNS blares the Chalisa outside the mosque, that visual that has come in just about a few hours ago. You have the police taking action and detaining some of the workers and ensuring that it does not really escalate into a law and order situation, and some protests also that have been breaking out. But what he's asked today is, why no action against mosques using loudspeakers? Loudspeaker violation is in over 130 mosques. Why do you need loudspeakers to offer the prayers? What is mandatory in it, and why the action is only against us, against in the sense of MNS, but also with regard to the Hindu community? But he's also added, I don't want to only put forth on a religion, I also love my religion, but this is about being equal to all.